Now, the last Ukrainian forces in the embattled city of Severodonetsk have been ordered to withdraw. This comes as Russian forces inch closer to capturing the neighbouring city of Lysychansk, sparking fears of encirclement. Regional authorities announced this morning that troops in Severodonetsk must fall back to avoid further casualties. They added that 90% of homes had been destroyed by Russian shelling. Around 12,000 civilians are reported to be holed up in the city, but the destruction of 3 key bridges has thwarted evacuation efforts. Well, we're now joined from Kyiv by Olga Stefanishina. She's the Deputy Prime Minister of Ukraine for European integration. Thanks for joining us on the programme tonight. So this has been a monumental and historical decision for Ukraine. And it perhaps goes beyond just symbolism by the EU. It's perhaps a real recognition, would you say, of the value that your country can bring to the EU?
Yes, indeed. The first congratulation we were sending following this decision was the congratulation to EU itself and all 27 leaders. This decision has brought really back EU on the global arena and the global agenda. It is set to recognize by that basically the full-scale war started on 24th of February. It took a while, but we see that the leadership of global democracy is back on track, whether it comes on sanctions or taking the geopolitical steps. In Ukraine, it's, of course, a historical decision. It's the end of the very first demand of Ukrainian people to be part of the European family. We're coming back to where we belong. And this is the first legal solution taken in that regard in 30 years of our independence.
So coming back to where you belong, but, you know, as you're very well aware of, the path to membership itself is very long and very hard, and you're also fighting this war. How long do you think it's going to take for Ukraine to meet those obligations for membership?
As I was saying, we had a long way to go before this decision has taken place, before we submitted the application for membership on the 5th day of war. By that time, we already have 70% of legal compliance with the EU legislation, and we have proven to have a fully operational and capable governance in peaceful time, but also in time of a war. So we would definitely not be lacking capacity, and all the world knows that we are not lacking the persistence and dedication. So, of course, it should take some time because we need to rebuild our country, we need to restore our economy, we need to end the war and win this war. But as soon as the window of opportunity for Ukraine to become a compatible and strong member of EU will take place, we will be definitely ready for that.
Indeed. And, you know, coming to the war itself, we're now into 4 months. You've had many wins, some losses. Does this decision by the EU perhaps renew your faith and resolve to keep going now?
Yes, indeed, this was a very inspiring moment to our people, 91% of which really support and understands how much this decision is important. Of course, this decision will not have immediate effect to end the war or to bring us to the ending of this war, but the history of this decision will have a multiplication effect, and this is an extremely inspiring moment for people, for armed services, for those who have been standing on the revolution of dignity for European future. And this is the first victory we gain by fighting for our freedom, for our democracy, for our values. This is the fight. We're joined now with the political will of 27 members, and our people know that. You know that over these 4 years we have different statements and different positions from different leaders, like Germany, like Netherlands. Sometimes there was like very misguiding states from France. But this has ended yesterday. We have the full unity over making Ukraine back to the family, and that makes us understand that it is related to going with us until the very last moment when we win in this war and become the member of European Union.